Well, students, we'll start with the session now. So, last class, what we were discussing about how the aqua solution influences the basic nature in amines. So, we have seen that both plus I effect as well as the stability due to solvation, which is solvation energy, both will contradict each other. So, we can't exactly predict the basicity theoretically. So we have to check experimentally what is the values of the, how is the comparison of amines in the aqueous solution. So we learned that when it comes to methyl, it is going to be 2 degree, 1 degree, 3 degree and amine, ammonia. So while when it comes to ethyl, it is 2 degree, 3 degree, 1 degree and ammonia. Right. So these two terms you must remember. Now, coming to the next type of case, which is about ortho effect in here. Ortho effect. See, unlike carboxylic acids and anilines, there is no other group which will show ortho effect. This ortho effect is also termed as SIP effect in allyl. Alright. So SIP as in steric inhibition of protonation. Steric inhibition of protonation. What it is that suppose if you have now as it takes H plus, because this is a base, it will accept H plus, so it will extract proton and becomes conjugate acid. So the conjugate acid, what it becomes is NH3 plus, and this is the way the molecule would be. Just that we analyze the structure of this molecule, we have N where H is coming out of the plane here, right? This H is on the plane and one H would be going inside the plane, and that's how you'll have NH3 plus. And now this Z group, if at all it is bulky, if the Z group is bulky, so this bulky group will start showing repulsions with these hydrogens. Got it? Now one thing, the bond will keep moving because there is no resonance here. And the repulsions between this Z group and hydrogen will start increasing because they would come very close, as they come on this same plane here. Okay, students, have you understood that point? Let me show it on the same plane. That might give you more clarity. Suppose if this is on the same plane here, where hydrogen is coming out here, and this hydrogen is on the same plane. Got it? Now this Z and hydrogen will have, high amount of repulsions. Got it? So which means the conjugate acid which has formed is not being stable because of the van der Waal repulsions here. These are van der Waal repulsions. So due to these van der Waal repulsions, they are not being stable. So we learned that if a conjugate acid is not stable, then its respective base would be less basic in nature. So therefore I can say this base will not be, this comparison, if you do it with any other species which do not have this Z, this will always be less basic. Everybody understood that? That's why it is called steric inhibition of protonation, because it is trying to get protonated, but you are saying that after result is after accepting the H plus, there is a repulsion that is established between the bulky group and hydrogens, because of which it will not have a lot of ability to accept H plus. So we can say only on the basis of this thermodynamic stability. So you can see that how conjugate acid is being less stable here, hence their basic character is decreasing. So therefore students, we can say ortho effect or SIP effect decreases basic nature or basic strength in aniline. basic strength in aniline. On the other hand, we have also learned ortho effect earlier, that ortho effect in benzoic acid and ortho effect in benzoic acid. So it works reverse here, okay? When it is acid, it is actually helping it to become more acidic. If it is benzoic acid, ortho effect will make it more acidic, while in case of aniline, ortho effect will make it less basic. Got it? Which tells us that if you take, yes beta, hydrogen, and that is when you have, see, that is when you have only NH2, not NH3 plus. Understood? Suppose if there is an OH3 group here, like this, okay, what we say, now hydrogen, that would be in this particular form. It will go away from hydrogen this way, and lone pair would be here, which is under resonance. So these hydrogens won't come close towards this group here. Got that beta? But when it becomes NH3 plus, then the hydrogen, one of the hydrogens will always come close to it. And that is where the repulsions will start. Got the point? Now, for example, if you take any particular group, NH2, with this group G, okay, that would be less than NH2, aniline. Got it? Here, after protonation, there is no problem. But here, after protonation, it will exhibit repulsions between those hydrogens. That entire group like this. If you see H, H, and H plus, and this group here, there will be repulsions exhibiting here. While in the case of NH3 plus, here there are no repulsions. Hence, if you see the stability order, stability of conjugate acid, then this will be more stable. Which means if you are comparing any particular group containing anilines, ortho will be the least basic. Okay, students, just like how we used to write ortho as the most acidic in the case of benzoic acid, irrespective of whatever the other effects there are. Here also, because of ortho group, this will be the least basic when it comes to anilines. Got it? So for example, if you take, right, so our expectation is that maybe there are methyl groups that should actually help the basicity. But because of the ortho effect, because of the bulkiness of these methyl groups, basicity, basic nature actually decreases. So which is more basic here? This is how the basic strength would be. Now let us see the next case, which is guanidine cases. In guanidine and cases, in fact, these are the strongest organic nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases used as one of the strongest, organic acid bases here. Let's see how they look like. See, the actual structure of guanidine is this one: NH2, C double bond NH, lone pair, and NH2. See, students, when you have multiple lone pairs of nitrogens, you should always see which is localized and which is delocalized. Then only we know that at which particular location H plus will get accepted. Now, if you observe here, this lone pair is also delocalized. This lone pair is also delocalized, such that this, pi bond can be shifted on nitrogen. Which brings to the fact that this lone pair present on nitrogen is always localized. So we can see that this is a localized lone pair. Since that is a localized lone pair, that is that lone pair is the one which will accept the H plus, NH with NH2. Now it has, imagine it has accepted H plus. So the reaction will go to give NHC double bond NH2 plus and NH2. Now this is the conjugate acid that has formed. Now in case if the conjugate acid becomes more stable, right? If the stability of conjugate acid increases, basic character of respective base increases, right? If this is becoming more stable, which means this is a very strong base. Okay, so if you check out this conjugate acid, it is actually a very stable form. Reason being, if you observe how the structure is, N2H C double bond NH2 with positive charge and NH2. The lone pair present on this nitrogen will support as a pi bond, and the pi bond will shift onto NH2, generating a next canonical form. Now the next canonical form would be this way, which is NH2 and double bond NH2 plus. Now the same type of canonical can also be created from this side, which means a lone pair from here will support and this pi bond will shift on to this nitrogen, and I will get this as NH2NC NH2 with double bond positive charge and NH2. So if you observe this 1, 2 and 3 structure, all of these three are equivalent resonating structures. You can see it has the same structure, correct? So all of them are NH2 only. So they are able to create three equivalent resonating structures. So 1, 2 and 3 are three equivalent resonating structures. So we have been learning earlier also in resonance that more the number of equivalent resonating structures, more is its stability. So we can say that this conjugate acid is highly stable because of three equivalent resonating forms which is able to achieve. Okay, students. So that's the reason why guanidine is considered as one of the strongest bases in organic compounds. Now, given any guanidine form, if it is C double bond N, NH and NH2 here. If I take this as here the lone pair basicity is A, here the lone pair basicity is B and lone pair basicity is C. So if you see the basic strength of this respective lone pairs to accept H plus, then you can see A is localized and B and C are delocalized. That will have least amount of basic nature. Next, the same kind of a logic can be applied in the case of amidine, which means if you have R, C double bond NH with one NH2, this is like C double bond O NH2 is amide, and C double bond NH, if it is like amide and imine combination, that's why it is called amidine. Okay, students. So in the case of amidines, if you check out, imagine if this has accepted H plus. So same problem here also. You can see this is delocalized, this is localized. So electron will accept proton from this particular pair. So I'll have C double bond NH2 plus and NH2. Now here if you observe, this lone pair will resonate with the C double bond NH2 and we will get this kind of a form NH2 plus. So what do we have here? So these two are resonating structures of each other. So how many equivalent resonating structures? Only two equivalent resonating structures. Well, they are better than the regular resonance, but if you compare guanidine and amidine, right, then guanidines are going to be more basic in nature. So therefore, if we compare CH3, C double bond NH, lone pair, and NH2 here. This, if you compare with guanidines, which is NH2, C double bond NH, lone pair, and NH2. So if I consider this as A and B, which is going to be more basic, second one is going to be more basic strength. Basic strength. Okay, very important case, students. Make a note of it properly. So just write the pK values. pK value, this is around 13.6. So you can see higher the pK value, lower the pKb value. Correct. So we can see what is the pKb value, beta. So 14 minus 13.6. So how much? 0.4. So which means very highly basic, right? pKa, yes, beta. But it would be valid for macroscopic properties also. Okay. Right. Now let's do all the questions at once. Right. So now you will practice along with me, everybody. Just as a note to start before the questions, make sure what we are doing here, that we are trying to find out either higher pKa value, higher pK value, or ease of lone pair donation. Lone pair donation. Got it? Both of them will reflect for stronger basic strength. So just keep that in mind before solving the questions. All right. So let's see, first question, starting with the simplest forms. If we go from left to right, we have NH3 minus CH3 minus, NH2 minus, OH minus, and F minus. So if you see the basic nature of this, basic nature, we can directly discuss on the basis of their acids, because these are all conjugate bases of their respective acids. One way of looking at it is, we know that CH4, NH3, H2O, and HF, these are the acids for this particular conjugate basis. And for acidity, we have already seen that left to right acidity will always increase because of electronegative differences. And if acidity is like this, which means it's respective, this is a weakest acid, which means it will create a strongest base. That is the idea behind Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory. Weakest acid will create the strongest base. Strongest acid will create the weakest base. Got it? So because this is a weakest acid, the respective conjugate acid will be strong. So which is a stronger base here? CH3 minus is a stronger base. Okay. Again, this can also be discussed on the basis of electronegativity of elements carrying negative charge. So carbon carrying negative charge can donate lone pair very easily as compared to that of nitrogen, compared to that of oxygen, and compared to that of fluorine. If you check out the respective pKa values, see, pK values is all about their conjugate acid values only. Conjugate acid values we have already discussed. When it comes to CH4, it is approximately around 50. NH3, it is around 38. H2O, it is around 15.5. And HF, HF we have seen this is around 3. Got it? So we know that how the acidic character varies, and pK value is high, which means it is a stronger base. Same way, if you go down the group here, if we have F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, and I minus. So if you check out how does the basic nature for this would be, down the group the acidic character increases, so the basic character will decrease. So the stronger base would be F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, and I minus. In fact, if you check out the pK values for the same, this is around 3, correct? While chlorine is around minus 3. This is around -7. This is around -9 or -11. Got it? Minus, right? Sorry. -3, -7, -9, like this. Okay. We have different values of pK value. In case, now if I compare Cn minus, PHO minus, CH3COO minus, and H2S, sorry, HS minus. Now if we compare the basic character of these four, right? Check out their pK values. I'll just try to remind you the pK values. HCN, the pK value is 9. Phenols, pK value is approximately 10. Acetic acid around 4.2. HS minus around 7. Okay, because it is coming from an acid H2S. Got it? So now if we compare, which will be more basic in here? So we can see the highest value is for phenoxide. So therefore, if I take this as A, B, C, D, you see how the basic strength would be. So the basic strength of B is greater than A, is greater than D, is greater than C. This, it is difficult to recall the values sometimes, so you have to practice this multiple times. Okay, everyone, make sure these four you judge it properly. Cn minus and no, you can't here. That will be only experimental values because it comes with the electronegative nature of it. Okay, if you see the fourth one here, which is C triple bond N minus, right, and I'm comparing that with CH triple bond C minus. So here the negative charge is on carbon only, but one with carbon triple bond nitrogen and with carbon triple bond carbon. If you just recall the pK values of them, this is around 9 and this is around 25. So it's clear that when there is strong electronegative atom connected to it, so its ability to donate electron decreases. Here this triple bond is connected to carbon only, so its ability to donate electrons will increase. So this is how the basic strength would be, right? Now how would the basic character increases or decreases here?
Increases left to right.
Right, beta, increases from left to right. So this is how the basic character would be. Reason being, CH3 is only trying to support more by plus psi effect. So more amount of methyl groups, more amount of plus psi effect, more plus psi effect, more is the basic nature. Right, everyone check out. This is also tertiary. This is also tertiary. This is localized. This is localized. Both of them are not participating. Okay. So both of them are localized, both of them are tertiary, and both of them will have donating species by inductive effect. Here also by inductive effect. Got it? This, and both of them do not have any flipping because this is also cyclic. This is cyclic, and in fact it is a bridged nitrogen. So the difference here is about the Brett's rule, that the lone pair present on it, right? So we'll try to repel as much as possible, increasing the strain. So if that lone pair is replaced by a bonded pair, what would happen? Bonded pair will definitely help it to reduce the strain. So D will be better compared to that of A. Now, if it comes to B, B is completely delocalized. B is completely delocalized. Yes. So therefore, this will be the least basic. Now, between A and C, how do we compare? Here also there is a available lone pair. Here also it is available lone pair because this is also not going to participate in resonance, right? But there is a strong withdrawing group here. There is a strong -I group present on this position, C double bond O. Because of its basic nature will decrease. Hence we can say that D, then A, then C, then B. Correct? Here there is delocalized. So that itself will differentiate them because it would have plus M, -M group there. Next, here This is localized, but there is a minus I effect. Last one, there is plus I effect and localized. Got it? And like I said, A and D, one thing that differentiates here is Brett's rule. Correct, beta. Only thing is the inductive effect will slightly be dominant over here as you compare to this, because there is no flipping here also, no? True, beta. Only in these cases, if you have C double bond O being a strongly pulling case, and as you compare this nitrogen, which is also tertiary with inductive effects, clear? Then we can make a clear evidence of it. Okay, beta. Now, if you compare the basic nature here, you know how we need to compare. The lone pair is going to give resonance here this way, but the lone pair will give resonance here also, it will give resonance here also. So this nitrogen's lone pair is more involved in resonance as compared to this nitrogen's lone pair. So which will be more basic in that case? A will be more basic. So the basic nature or basic character will be A being greater than B. All of you understood this point? So more the resonance, less percentage. Both of them will have similar percentage S character, except that the first one will not have, second one will not have available lone pair at all. If you take a simple aniline and you compare that with cyclohexylamine and pH C double bond O NH2, A, B, C. Tell me the basic strength, everyone. BAC, right? BAC. Because aniline's resonance is not effective as that of amide resonance. Amide resonance, almost this nitrogen is completely sp2 hybridized, while this is still a mixture of sp2 and sp3 hybridized. Okay, so I'll just mention the reason here. Let us write the next case here. Suppose in case if we have an pyridinium form like this, so it is A, B and C. So let us compare the basic strength. How come A greater than C, beta? CAB. See, this is sp2 hybridized. Let me show you how it is. This is sp2 and localized. This is sp3 but delocalized, while here it is sp3 and localized. So which is to be more preferred? This one. So this can give electrons easily. So therefore C will be greater than A will be greater than B. Right, A greater than B. You can say this is a guanidine form, this is an amidine form. Everyone, I hope you should be familiar with guanidines and amidines now. A will create three equivalent resonating structures, three equivalent reso structures. Here we'll have two equivalent reso structures. So we'll just write the reason also here. Here it is delocalized plus aromatic. Right. B here is localized. C here is delocalized plus regular resonance. That's all. So aromatic resonance in the lone pair involved in aromatic resonance will be least basic. So therefore, if you see the basic character here, basic strength here, it is B better than C better than A. So from here onwards, we'll see all the ortho cases, ortho effect cases. Observe carefully and write it down. Like I'm trying to compare aniline, which I'll call it as H, because here it is connected with all hydrogens, and then aniline connected with NO2. Aniline connected with NO2 at ortho meta and para. So check out how the basic strength vary for all these four cases. Everybody got that how it is? So H, then M, then P, then O. Okay, let me write the reasoning here. When it comes to inductive effect, got it? So basicity by minus I effect. By minus I effect, where is the minus I effect maximum here? Ortho, correct? So therefore H is better than para, better than meta, better than ortho, only on the basis of inductive effect. On the basis of minus M effect, again H is better, correct, as compared to that of meta, as compared to that of ortho, and para will have both minus M effect. Okay, students, this is only on the basis of minus M effect. Now, which is more dominant factor here? Next, ortho effect. Third factor is by SIP effect. SIP effect. So based on SIP effect, we know hydrogen, meta, para, all of them will be greater than ortho. Clear? So combining all these factors, if you write the overall basic nature, you can see that hydrogen is always better because it does not have any withdrawing groups. Overall electron withdrawing group is not present on it. Next comes meta, which has only inductive effect, as inductive effect is less prominent. Then comes minus M effect. Minus M effect, if you check out ortho and para will have same. So again I have to compare their inductive effect. So para will have less inductive effect, correct? And finally it is ortho, right? So this is basic nature by minus M, this is basic nature by SIP effect. So combined effect of all of this will lead to this form, P H M O. See, on para, I'll write the other way now. On para, what are effects we are seeing? On para, we have plus M effect. On para, we have minus M effect. We know that plus M effect is dominant over minus M effect. So overall, it will give electron donating group. So it is going to be electron donating group. So which will increase the basic character. Meta. On meta, only minus I is functioning. So hence it is electron withdrawing group when it comes to meta. On ortho, simply put as ortho effect, right? Ortho effect or SIP. So SIP will definitely decrease the basic character. Is the point clear, everyone? So yes, so para will increase the basic character, meta will decrease the basic character, ortho will further decrease the basic character. That's why it is para, hydrogen, meta and oxygen. Yes, beta. Ortho effect is that only because of its ortho position, the basicity drastically comes down. Okay. And this is what you have to follow only in two cases, benzoic acid and aniline. Okay. Now these are few very important questions from GOC, which includes all the previous IT questions also. So first we will discuss all the acid and basic groups here, right? And then rest of the questions you can do it at your leisure. Make sure by doubt solving you will finish them, right? Now let us start with the cases where only acidic and basic character are involved. See the third case now. Everybody try this third case and give me an answer on it. Right here, what we are expecting, we'll write the product first. This is what we will get, minus plus H2CO3, right beta? pK value is approximately 16 here. This is 6.5, correct? So where does the pK go from? Less to pK value will always go from, everyone, Did it go left hand side or right hand side here? Left hand side. So right hand side is not feasible here, right? Correct. Next one. See here, if you check out, we have C triple bond C minus plus H2O. This is approximately around 25. This is around 15.5. So again backwards. Phenol, phenoxide ion plus H2CO3. H2CO3 6.5. Phenol around 10. So this is also not going to give. Correct it. Carboxylic acid CO minus and H2CO3. CO minus approximately around 4.3 or 4.5. Here it is 6.5. So yes, this will give the reaction in the forward direction. Yes, it will be easiest way to solve the questions at lesser amount of time, or else you'll keep struggling with all the effects better. That is my humble suggestion. While solving GOC questions in JEE, always make sure you have family wise the pK values learned. See here, we have to compare that with water, right? Water's pK value is around 15.5. Okay. Now, if you see, this is some kind of a pentanoic acid, just like squaric acid. Well, it is not completely forming the entire aromatic form here, but it is similar to that, which means imagine this way: if I remove this H plus from here, O minus, first of all, it will have hydrogen bonding. So that will be immensely helping the stability. Second of all, it is also involved in resonance to this C double bond O up to this point. Right, beta? Now, if you just recall how it was, in case if you just take this type of an ion, right, where you have a dialdehyde and hydrogen, if you remove from here, the pK value of this particular hydrogen, if there is a hydrogen here and remove that hydrogen, the pK value is almost 7. Got it? Which means it is becoming very acidic if you have two C double bond O groups. Here also it is similar to that, where this, after removal of this H plus here, we can see the resonance is drastically increasing. Okay, students. Now, even if you have, I'll tell you a simple example. Suppose if you take alcohols, methanol and water, if you consider, it is around 15.3, right? It is 15.5. Now, if you have any alcohol which will have slight amount of resonance being helping, that would become more acidic as compared to that of water, because their values are very close. Just one resonance will directly help it to become more acidic. Everybody got that point? So yes, when you are comparing with water, any alcohol with slight bit of resonance also, or hydrogen bonding also, or a resonance which is helping throughout the ring also, all of this would be dominant character to increase its acidic nature. So this will have more acidic nature than water. Benzoic acid will anyway will have more acidic nature, so that will be more soluble. Got it? Between these two, if you compare here, now see, this is a secondary alcohol, while this is an SH. Remember how the acidic character varies down the group: H2O, H2S, H2SC, H2T. Which is more acidic? H2T is more acidic. So down the group, acidic character increases, which means if you compare OH bond as compared to that of SH bond, which can be easily broken, SH bond can be easily broken here. In fact, the pK value of any form of H2S is in the range of 7 to 8 only. Here also this is in the range of 7 to 8. Got it? Here we know this is around 4.3, correct? But here it is in the range of 20, because water, when you compare with any other alcohol which is a regular alcohol, localized oxygens, they will have around 20. So what should be the answer? 3. If anybody didn't understand the logic, they can ask me again. Getting a negative charge here may help by induction, because O will be withdrawing, but lone pair, role pair repulsions will be still there. But here getting a negative charge will help by resonance. Through resonance, they will only help it. Clear? Third one also no resonance, na beta. You can see this is localized only. Whether you take this side or this side, it is localized. Clear? Fourth one is a simple alkane. So which is the delocalized electrons here? Only second one. So second one is most acidic. Yes, option 2. Okay. Clear? First of all, you can discard 3 because it does not have any charged. Correct? So you can easily discard 3. Now you have to check out between 1, 2 and 4. 1 form is amidine form. 4 form is a guanidine form. Both are resonance stabilized by equivalent resonance. While amides are not equivalent resonance. All of you got that point? Very, very good question asked in JEE, students. Please make sure you understand this carefully. Right. Let us see all the effects first. First of all, between these two, between phenols and carboxylic acid, these two are definitely more acidic than these two. So you just have to decide between 3 and 4. 3 and 4, this is giving plus I effect as well as hyperconjugation. So that will be less acidic compared to third one. So 3 should be greater than 4. Then between 1 and 2, 2 should be greater than 1. So where is that option? First one. Second and fourth one. Okay, phenols always are in the range of 10, na beta. Carboxylic acid are in the range of 4 to 5. Any form, any donating, withdrawing form of phenols, they will be in the range of 10 only. Got it? Means 9.5 to maybe 10.3 like that. Okay. Remember the family pKs, very useful. Okay. So let us see. First, this is the only guanidine form. So yes, that will be the best one. Next, between 1, 2 and 3, if you see here, this is also having resonance, this is also having resonance, this is also having resonance. In fact, this resonance, it is with aromatic group, which means this lone pair is less available, right, for resonance. Students, I hope you understood this point. Those who didn't get that, check out. 1, 2, 3 are amidines, fourth is guanidine. So you can easily categorize 4 as the best out of 1, 2, 3. So first, fundamentally, you have cleared why 4 is most basic. Between 1, 2 and 3, all are amidines. And between these 3, I can remove third also, because in third, this lone pair is becoming a part of resonance here. Clear? And in fact, it is becoming a part of aromatic nature. So its equivalent resonance will be less. So third also you can eliminate. Right. So how did you decide between 1 and 2 then? Yeah. So basically here it is only with the ring strain, little bit of ring strain which it has. Otherwise, you can see this is a straight chain form. So resonance will be better here. Here because of some ring strain attached to it, correct? So there will be slight amount of ring strain developed in it. So that's why first one will be more basic than second one. 1 and 2, here the resonance which is happening like this, correct? Right, this is between carbon which has to get 120 degrees, na beta. Clear? So it will have slight strain in here on this carbon, while this is a free carbon, open chain. So this will have better resonance than this. 1, 2, 4. Okay, anybody else? All of them beta, check out. See, CCl3 minus, back bonding. CCl3 minus better than F3 minus, stability. Why? Back bonding. Here there is back bonding. Between these two, there is very clear evidence carboxylic acids more than alcohols. Third, see, only alcohol which will be more than water is methanol. Rest all alcohols are less than water as long as they are localized. Clear? Next, fourth one, NO2 is withdrawing group, so that will help acidic character. Okay, there is no logic in here, students, because both the effects are being seen in aqueous medium. Remember this? So you just have to mug up. There is no other way. If it is ethyl, right, we have learned that 2310. Okay, 0 as in ammonia. Okay, so if it is aniline, 2130. sorry, if it is methyl, it is 2130. Clear? Yeah, correct. So this was experimentally given as well. So you better remember this also. This is also correct order. Got it? Not there for JE syllabus, but in case if it is asked, you better remember this also. It is also the similar order. This is secondary, this is primary with less substitution, and primary with longer chains. All right. Last one also, if you check out here, between these two, if you consider, this will be between ethyl and methyl. If you see which one will have more Plessa effect beta, this you can logically attempt. Ethyl will have more Plessa effect, so that will be more basic than methyl. Next, here it is delocalized, right? So since it is delocalized, it will be less basic anyway. So all four are correct. Clear? 1 and 2 you have to mug up, students. 1 and 2 you have to mug up for sure. Third one, you can still logically say that it is secondary, right? Here it is primary and primary. So secondary is slightly more basic compared to that of primary, because you can see secondary is always dominant in methyls and ethyls. And in here, longer the alkyl change, less will be the basic character. Smaller the alkyl chain, more will be the basic character. What beta? Reason, Plessa effect beta. Plessa effect. See, if you have this way and if you have this way, which one will have more Plessa effect? This one, right? First one. First one will have more Plessa effect now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 carbon here. This is from a second degree. This is from a 1 degree. 2 degree propyl, 1 degree propyl. Which one will have more Plessa effect? 2 degree. Correct. So that's why it is more basic. Clear? Yes. Okay, let us check out how many given species will evolve carbon dioxide. So it has to be more acidic than H2CO3. Let us write the pKa of H2CO3. H2CO3 pK is how much? Approximately 6.3. Alcohol around 20. Phenol around 10. This is picric acid. We have seen picric acid is almost 1. Because of so many NO2 groups, this would decrease the pK value to almost 1. Next, squaric acid. Squaric acid also we have seen around 1. Right, beta? Everybody is following on that. Next, if you see this one, okay, this one is not completely like a aromatic squaric acid, right, students? Now tell me whether it will have that level of pK value. How much will be that pK value here? This will be, I told you, that will be in the range of maybe 7 to 8, correct? But not as much as that of NaHC, as much as that of carbonic acid here, because this is not still carboxylic acid or any form of picric or squaric form. Clear, students? Next, this one, right? We have seen this one. This is around pK 11. Got it? When it comes to diketones, these ketones will not have such a high pK value. Now, if you see this one, 2 and 4 case, 2 and 4 case also pK value is around 3. And here only with 1 nitro, it is around 9. Got it? What you have to mug up, what is there in for JE syllabus, right, are these 3, which are very difficult to remember. So you will mug up these 2. That when it comes to 2 nitro groups or 3 nitro groups on the phenol, their pK value becomes lower than the carboxylic acid. Make a note, everyone. Okay. When it comes to, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol or 2,4-nitrophenol, correct? These would be having less pK value than, so that will be dominant over H2CO3 in terms of its acidic nature. So how many of these are going to evolve CO2? 3 of them. 4. Yes, tell me which of them. This carboxylic acid for sure. Correct. Next. Fourth one, phenol. right? So phenol is in the range of this. Fifth one, that is also phenolic group. Next, which one? Last one, that is carboxylic acid group. Correct. So answer should be 4. Which one, beta?